tomorrow's day. I can head down to Coromandel. First I'm going to pick up a kayak and yeah, we're going to go test it out in the afternoon and hopefully get some more fresh fish. It's been too long. So got the gear bag. I think I've got everything. Just check my little list. I've got a spearfishing list. I always forget something, so well, ever since I've got this list I don't. Anyways, yeah, that looks all good. Just going to be doing a bit of a shallow dive on the coast tomorrow, so haven't got the big guns. Just got this 2 little roller guns for tomorrow, the 1 meter and the 75cm reel gun set up. So yeah, looking forward to it. Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow on the way down there and update you then. Down to I'm going to pick up a new kayak, Viking Kayak, meet Grant the owner, so looking forward to that. It's been a while since I've been on a kayak. I started out spearfishing in New Zealand using a kayak. It's a really awesome way to get around, see some good bits of coastline, so pretty amped to get back into it. And yeah, we made it to Meta Viking Kayaks. Here we are. Factory. Go get kitted out with the new kayak, eh? Yeah, had a look around the factory, saw the different kayaks. There was even some being made as I walked in out the back. Pretty cool to see them being made. Yeah, cool to support New Zealand business. It's a great product, and wasn't long before the new kayak was on the roof, and we were going to make tracks to the ocean. Well, there she is, got the new kayak on. We're going to head straight over to Coromandel and get into some diving. Can't wait. Stowed. Pretty nice little setup, pretty happy with it. Got the cool pod on the back full of ice, so yeah, pretty cool little setup. I'm going to get into it, cruise out the estuary here and make my way out. Pretty happy with the kayak. Decent bit of swell rolling through and punched through like it was nothing, so good start anyways, didn't get tipped out. up the coast and try and find a nice looking spot to dive, maybe something a bit protected from that swell. Whew. I'll update you later once we get into something. Paddled about 40 minutes up the coast, down the coast, sorry. Yeah, got a nice little bay sheltered area here. We're going to gear up, get the last bits of kit on, and we'll get in and see what's down there, eh? Yeah, it was a bit rough where I first jumped in, so I moved a few 100 metres up the coast and found this corner spot here. It was just super fishy, heaps of blue mau and whatnot. Two kingies came rolling in straight away. I dove down and yeah, I dove away from them. I thought they'd come in for the second look, but yeah, they weren't very curious and swim off into the distance. Often the case in these months coming into winter, they don't become so friendly, and yeah, anyways, pretty gutted, but moved on. It's grunting away, trying to bring them back in, but yeah, no sign of them. I was quite surprised for some decent viz, with all the swell pumping the coast and whatnot. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I hung around this area for another 5 or 10 minutes and saw a few nice snapper just parked up down the bottom. They weren't too scared, so I crushed up a few kinner, chucked them over a ledge and dove down thinking they might still be there, but yeah, I saw a tail off into the distance. So anyways, had a bit of a look around and cruised on. Moved on. A few minutes later I just found this perfect looking ledge. Sometimes you just get the feeling, you just know a snapper's going to be on the other side. It's just looking right. Anyways, crept down slowly over the ledge, and sure enough, a nice snapper was just parked up there, so got a shot off quickly as he just saw me at the same time as I pulled the trigger. Not the best shot right through the fillet there, but landed the fish nonetheless, so pretty stoked. Got a knife into his brain, dispatched the fish, got his guts out. He's in really good condition, eh? Just a couple of kilos, maybe 3 kilo fish, but really fat. So yeah, nice. Really happy with the chill pod addition on the kayak. Getting that snapper straight on ice just makes such a big difference for eating quality. So yeah, pretty cool little addition. There were some really nice ledges and guts like this in this area, but no snapper to be seen. Maybe I'd scared them all off, not sure, but anyways, moved on and just kept searching. Chucked a few kinner over a few different ledges and snooped a few, kept looking. There was some awesome terrain around. I'll definitely come back to this piece of coast. It was an outgoing tide, really wasn't ideal, so I'll come back here in the future and see what I can find. You'd expect to see just a nice snapper parked up in an area like this, so anyways, you can't get them all, eh? Some different areas work on completely different tides to which an area, you know, a few k's down the coast can, so you just got to try all tides and moons and all sorts of weather conditions. It started to get really surgy here though, and made snooping and looking for snapper really hard. I was just getting pushed over the ledges, so jumped on the kayak and moved down the coast a bit. Whew. Oh well, that was alright. Fairly fishy. Saw 2 kingfish at the start. swim away from them thinking they'd come back in. Didn't want to spook them, but they just took straight off, so that was a shame. But came over a ledge on the corner here and got that snapper, so that was cool. Got a fish on the board, can't complain. It's a bit rough here. I'm going to head down the coast a bit, see if I can get a bit more shelter. It's just not that enjoyable at the moment, so update you soon. I jumped in at one spot on the way to the next and found a lot of piper fish. If you start seeing piper and kohuru, you know you're in a good spot for some kingfish, their favourite food. Paddled down the coast, chucked my mask on, jumped in and was surprised to be greeted with about 10 nice sized kingfish. Chose the fattest one I could see and didn't waste my time and plugged him. The fish put up a really solid fight, good 5 minutes. Finally tired, got the fish in my arms, and yeah, I was pretty stoked. I wasn't expecting to see any kingfish, or maybe very few, coming into winter. Anyways, really happy, nice fat healthy fish, so yeah, really stoked. That's a good result. Just jumped in on this kind of corner here, straight away underneath me were probably 6 or 8 really nice sized kingfish. I think this one will be easily over 15 to 20 kilos, a nice fish. Yeah. Stow that fish away and pretty much I'll just got a nice snapper and a good king now, so the sun's kind of starting to go down, so I might just cruise along the coast and see if we can pick up a crayfish or something. That'd be nice just to finish the trifecta off. But yeah, good little first outing on the new kayak, pretty stoked. Alright, better get this fish away. Rip the guts and gills out, trying to save a bit of mess when cleaning up later. Well, we had no luck in the last spot, so it's just really rough out there. Swell's building, so just going to head real close in, back to the launching site almost, and we'll see if there's any good spots to set a burley maybe for some snapper, and still after that cray, so anyways. It's a beautiful afternoon, wind's dying off, a bit more protected from the swell in here, so we'll head in a bit, look for some crays. Well, I had a pretty half-assed attempt looking for crays. I was pretty buggered by the end of the day, so gave up on them. Saw a few nice butterfish, so decided to take one of them. Nice butterfish, good size. Whacked it in the chill pod and pretty much called it a day from there on. Well, I'm going to call it a day. I'm buggered. Been eating food and drinking beer for 6 weeks on lockdown. Yeah, feeling it on the dive today. Anyways, pretty stoked day. Nice kingy, snapper, butterfish. No craze, this is just crap here, can't see anything, so it's all good. Call it a day, head home. Stoked. Nice snapper in there, shining up there. It's cold in the chill pod. Kingy not so cold, but still fresh, so yeah, good dive. Goes to show you don't really need a boat. Yeah, kayak does the job, even a shore dive. The swell wasn't so big, it would have been good in close, but anyways. See you the next time.